Ina minadika, Daita manika, Makanaka, Chika pikarika, Ina minadika, Dika, Daita manika, Makanaka, Chika pikarola, Dika, Ram pam
I found myself in Bangladesh, where the roads are chaotic and people are openly peddling ice on the streets.
A country like Bangladesh has one of the largest solar home system markets in the world. Over 5 million solar home systems. So most households in every rural area in Bangladesh actually has a solar home system, and that's their primary source of energy.
Wow. This charming 23-year-old is Neil Tamane, who has studied alternative energy technologies and come home to help power his country. Turns out, I wasn't the only one who wanted to hear him talk.
So what we do is we interconnect solar home systems and we enable energy sharing between them, which is basically trading, and the customer chooses when they want to trade and when they don't. Instead of building large grids, we're proposing a decentralized structure where we start building grids bottom up.
The setup is quite simple. Any home that has solar panels and a battery can buy this special box, which connects them to another house with the same setup. The box allows the buying or selling of energy between the homes. But it gets better.
There is still a segment of the population that still can't afford to buy a solar home system. So instead of doing that, if they can just buy a small soul box, they can just buy energy when they need it. You fill up your soul box with money. As you keep using energy, it deducts money.
What this means is that all the boxes can connect to each other to form a microgrid. It's like a water tank of community energy that people can give to or take from. The beauty is that this microgrid can then connect to the adjacent village's microgrid, and the network becomes stronger and stronger.
There's a mimicking of nature here, isn't there? Like in the way that cells multiply and form something and strengthen. Yeah,
That's a great analogy. You have one solar home system, you interconnect with your neighbors, you make it 50. Slowly you interconnect villages. Once you've collected 100 villages, you can hook it up to the grid. You can sell to the grid. Forget buying from it. You become the primary energy generation source for the country. So the idea is we are like a swarm of bees or a swarm of fish that move together, pool in all our energies together to run bigger loads.
This technology could revolutionize the way we distribute energy worldwide. From little things, big things grow.
When we have a decentralized mode of energy, the same thing that happened with the web happens with information, where basically it's democratic. Energy becomes democratic, but also it becomes very efficient. It's far more efficient because you produce it at the point where you consume it.
Having efficient local energy also provides greater resilience in an increasingly hostile climate.
And when we talk about climate change, it's floods, it's natural disasters that happen very often here. In the last 1.5 years, we've seen about 5-6 disasters. When you have a centralized grid, everything breaks down, and then it takes a long time to build it back up. If we have decentralized generation sources, every household has their own generation source. They're independent and they have that power in their own hands instead of depending on the government to provide it to them.